the actual industry? How many of us actually studied the industry before we got involved in the industry? Okay, probably none of us, right? I want to share something with you today, okay? Because at the end of the day, how many of us have ever heard of ever, ever, write this one down, ever of judgment, ever of judgment. Everybody say that, ever of judgments, okay? Errors in judgment, errors in judgment, okay? Is there anybody that can actually relate to what I'm saying when I say error in judgment? Has anybody ever, you like, for instance, I'll give you a for instance, just in case you don't know. A lot of us have the tendency to make a lot of errors in judgment when it comes to time and money. Am I making sense? Many of us make a lot of errors in judgment in time and money. Why? We don't really understand money. We've only been taught how to spend it, and we've been taught how to pay bills with it. If you can hear me, give me a one. I want to make sure everybody can hear because I only see one person responding right now. So I'm going to be asking you some questions throughout just to make sure that you actually can go with me today. And I want you to share this video because so many people are making errors in judgment just based off of what we call knowledge base. Okay? Knowledge base. You may think you know something, but you really don't know anything about that particular subject. When it comes to money, would y'all agree with me? A lot of us, based off of what we honestly know, we will make a lot of errors in judgment based off of because we really don't understand the income. We really don't understand the money. Am I loud? Because it looks like I'm peeking out here. Am I loud? Okay, let me see if I can cut that down a little bit. Because I have a tendency to talk a little loud. Mic check one. Oh yeah, that's way too loud. Okay, mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Is that better? Is that better? Okay, good. Okay, here we go. So let's talk about this. Anybody ever had that thing called time and a half? Anybody ever got paid time and a half? Time and a half? Yes, right. How many of us really made an error of judgment when we thought we was really making time and a half, but because we really didn't understand, we got kind of like messed up to where we made some choices based off of what we thought. What, right? So I remember at the hospital when I worked there, it was like, okay, I'm gonna do some time and a half, or I'm gonna work 2 jobs, or I'm gonna put in a lot of extra hours, but there was some components to it that I really didn't understand. And even when I was working, I'm like, I'm adding everything up in my head to the point that I said, Steve, can I borrow $100? I got a really big check coming to me at the end of the week. Will you lend it to me? Can anybody? Oh, mom, let me borrow $50 because I know I'm going to do this, right? Or how many of us got caught up with the 1-day loans? Well, let me get this, and they'll simply say, you get the 1-day loan, and then you think it's what it is, and you really don't understand what you were actually doing. How many of us have purchased a car and they said 6% or 26%, and you really didn't understand what they were saying when they said the 26%. How many of us got student loans and we got the college loans and we didn't really understand some of the components of when it goes into a default place to the point that now it's going to grow at 6%. So now you end up paying a loan that cost you $15,000. Now you're paying $20,000 or $30,000 at 40 years old. Am I making sense? See, it's all about the numbers at the end of the day. Why? Because a lot of us and what we're listening to, we really don't understand what we got ourselves involved in. We just got caught up in the hype, and we got caught up in the propaganda, and we got caught up in the emotions, and at the end of the day, we quit. Am I making sense? Why? Because at the end of the day, you'll go to school or you'll go to college for your degree and get it for something that you want to do in subject. But then when it comes to network marketing, I don't have time to do none of that stuff. We're talking about a master class that's every hour, 1 hour on a Saturday, right? 1 hour. But there's choices that we make based off of what? Error of judgment. Am I making sense? Error in judgment. You thinking, well, he ain't going to say nothing. He ain't going to say nothing different than I said it. Well, guess what? Do you think most of the people, if they really understood it the way they should understand it, the first thing about what we do here is called education. Am I making sense? Does that make sense? Education. Education is everything. You got to have education before you can create wealth. You got to have a mentor that can help you understand, because I'm going to share some stuff with you, because how many of you know you was given a gift when you was given network marketing? You were actually given a gift when you were given network marketing. And the only reason why you don't do in the business what you should is because you simply do not understand and really making errors in judgment. Am I making sense? Yes, no, maybe so. I'm gonna help you out today. Okay. So people are saying, well, what did this really have to do with network marketing? Everything. Just say it, everything. All right. So the first thing I want to do is I want to really help us understand a few things, if that's okay with you. Let's talk about this. This is literature 101. I don't need you to write this down, but I do want you to take your phone and take a picture and see if this may sound familiar. Error in judgment. What is error in judgment? Error in judgment is an act or condition of ignorant or imprudent deviation from a code of behavior. Are you with me? Act involving, and what's this say? Unintentional deviation from truth or accuracy. Made an error in adding up the bills. Anybody ever did that? Oh my God, you got your bills and you didn't realize what they really were. You really didn't understand. How many of us really don't understand that when the companies offer $40,000 a year, you're really going to probably gross about $20,000? How many of us, see what I'm saying? How many of us thought that we were going to get 100% based off of our understanding? And when you do not understand principles, that's how I can get you. Am I making sense? Nobody want to talk back to me today, but that's okay. It goes into saying, look at this one here, the difference between an observed or calculated value. Do you see this? Calculated value. How many of us got caught up right now when we look at our time and the things that we're doing and realize, damn, I'm 50 years old, I'm 60 years old, and this is where I'm at? I didn't expect to be here at this time in my life. I'm 40, I'm 30, I didn't expect this. I've been in this business for 10 years and I didn't expect this. I've been listening to the information. Don't nobody want to talk back to me. That's when I know I'm talking good. But let's go here right now, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to understand some things, because if you really understand them, you'll understand. Once you understand, your belief will be a little different and your actions will actually take place. Because many people say, why am I stuck? The reason why you're stuck, because the way it's really processing in your mind is it doesn't really work. And I'm going to show you something right now, what people are saying about this industry, right? And the thing about it, what's really working really isn't working, but they'll make it look like it's working. Am I making sense? What you really think is working, like for instance, how many people in this room went to college for a certain subject matter? Okay? How many of you went to school for a certain subject matter? How many of you right now are actually working in that particular field of your degree? Okay, so we got a sorta, not in the last 6 years, no. Do we have more no's than yes? Do you think the government knows that? Do you think all of the people that are actually doing it know that? Like, for instance, when you look at how many people actually drop out of school, do you think they really know that particular number? You follow what I'm saying? A lot of people do not know the number. How many people get started and they can't afford to continue in the degree? But that is what the world is constantly projecting. And then when they come to us called network marketing, they want to say it's a pyramid. Would y'all agree with what I'm saying? See, we get so caught up in what everybody else is saying, we buy into it, but then the exact thing that's not working is what everybody will do. I know I'm talking good. That's all right. You ain't got to talk back to me, but I'm going to show you something. We're actually doing personal development right now, right? So I'm very strong on this, and a lot of people really don't believe in personal development, but you know what personal development really is? It's about personally developing yourself to really understand and develop your own philosophy. Am I making sense? Many of us don't believe in ourselves. Many of us are not confident in ourselves. Many of us don't really understand who we are. And then we give everything about us to someone else. Am I helping somebody else? See, when it comes to this is your business. This is your business. This is something that you invested in. But now, watch this. You'll give your boss more time and you'll be more intentional about your job than you are about your business or your legacy that you can leave to your family. And a lot of it is based off of nothing but pure ignorance. When people come to me and say the things that they're saying, a lot of people don't even realize there is life and death in the power of your tongue. But when you're sabotaging your own business, when you're sabotaging your own life, when you're sabotaging everything around you that will allow you to go, you're constantly speaking. And guess what the world wants you to do? They want you to speak just that way based off of where they want to control you. I'm trying to help somebody today. So let me share something with you right here, because here's choices, ladies and gentlemen. Am I making sense? Everybody, every day is making choices. Yes, no, maybe so. Yes, no, maybe so. Yes, no, maybe so. If you making a choice, you just made a choice to come on this call this morning. You chose to get up and do what you want to do this morning. You chose to spend money. You chose to do whatever it is you want to do. But at the end of the day, you're going to make some choices. You're going to make some choices either because guess what? They say there is a bum in you and there is a billionaire in you. Which one are you working on? Based off of choices. Hold on. Oh, Lord Jesus. All right, here we go. I want you to listen to this right now. So, when the wealthy man told his son he was giving them a gift, the second boy thought the gift was money. Am I making sense to somebody right now? Like when a lot of people got involved in this business, what did most people want from the business? Most people wanted the money. Am I making sense? When it comes to your thought process, many people make a judgment that it's not working because it's not money that you may be making, but then you realize you don't know how much money you're making in the background. Why? Because we don't understand business. Yes, no, maybe so. Many of you have gotten your 1099 and some of you did not get a 1099, and because you did not get a 1099, you decided not to write anything off in your taxes. Am I correct? Some of us, well, I didn't get a 1099 from vacations. They sent me nothing. I didn't make no money in this business. Don't nobody want to talk back to me. Come on, talk back to me today. Or can I be still heard? Maybe I need to turn it up a little bit. I don't know if I can still be heard. Maybe did I must have faded out. Did I fade out somewhere? Hello? Hello? Let me see. No, I'm good. Y'all can still hear me. Oh, y'all just not talking back to me. Okay. That's okay. Okay. So I like to communicate because sometimes this audio goes out and I can't hear it. So as I'm asking you questions, I want you to participate with me today because it's really going to help you today. So at the end of the day, most of us think the gift is money. The first boy listened more carefully. He understood that the gift was not money, it was wisdom. See, most of us don't even want to do personal development, do we? I don't have time to do none of that stuff, Mr. Motivator. What that got to do with my business? This has everything to do with your business, your beliefs, and based off of that is your philosophy. Okay, so a lot of leaders are going out here because they got caught up in the hype, and a lot of them got positioned pretty good to where some money is starting to be made. They still just never learned how to do the business. Do you understand what I'm saying? See, some things you have to learn if you're really here for the long term, not until the money runs out or until it's not paying for itself. But I'm not here at this point in my life for the money. I'm here for the wisdom, because if I take care of the wisdom, how many of us really know you don't have to chase money? Money will actually chase you down for your wisdom. Are you fine? See, that's a leader. I'm not trying to control any of you. But at the end of the day, I want you to really understand how your business works. The more wisdom you have, the more you work. See, you're chasing money. I'm trying to get her. I can't get her in. She won't be. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? People do not want to be gotten. I can't get them in. People do not want to be got. Can I just clear the air there, right? It says the old man wasn't simply passing on his fortune to his son because he knew that without the wisdom, come on, somebody. See, a lot of you get the money. How many of us have had a lot of money come into our hands? How many of us have actually had a lot of money in our hands? Oh man, I don't want to hear Kemp Satchel today because that ain't what I want to hear. That's not what I came to learn. But I'm getting ready to say many of you have had money go through your hand without the wisdom of money. See, this will have you at 60 and 70 and 80 years old, constantly trying, well, what am I doing wrong? What is this not? This is not happening. Now you start the sabotaging of your business. Now you start to criticize everything that don't have nothing to do with the business. And then you're wondering why. I don't like my upline. He don't call me. I ain't got time to call you. I'm working on me. I'm 53 years old. I don't have time to sit around and call and hear your stories. Either you're going to get on the pot and do what you're supposed to do, or you're going to continue to follow the leader and what he's doing. That's it. What do I do? Follow your leader. Nothing else. Follow your leader. Follow your leader. Follow your leader. He's not telling me what to do. Follow your leader. What is your leader doing? He's learning what to do. I'm learning something every single day because he knew that without the wisdom, I want everybody to just type that. Without the wisdom, I cannot do this business. Write it down today. Write that on your note. Cheryl, without wisdom, I can't be all over the place, but I got to at least learn this. Someone, come on, write it down and make it plain to you. So some of y'all ain't going to do it. It says, Kemp, without wisdom. The lady said to me, until you personally develop, your income will never exceed it. You got to get the wisdom. The old man wasn't simply passing on his fortune. And how many of us don't have time for the wisdom? Because, ladies and gentlemen, watch this. He knew that without that wisdom, the fortune would soon be gone. Instead, he was passing on his philosophy. Am I making sense to somebody today? And I want you to make it personal. I want you to write it down. I want you to make it personal. When you write it down, say, without wisdom, Debbie, you cannot exceed in building a team. Without wisdom, Kemp, you cannot exceed in building. Why? Because your philosophy didn't change. Many of you will hear me say, I am psychologically unemployable. I'm psychologically, my philosophies will not let me work for someone else. My philosophy is different than your philosophy is. And until you believe in my philosophy, you can't be Diamond. Diamonds have a philosophy, especially those who maintain their position, because it becomes your lifestyle. And I'll start talking about that in a minute. It says the father's gift held a lesson about money, right? Yes, but it was really a lesson about leverage. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. It was about growth. Come on. And geometric progression. Now, most people got stuck right there, Jimmy, because most people really don't understand geometric progression. See, somebody will say, "Oh, this is coming from the book by Jeff Olson." Okay, he was one of my leaders. From Jeff Olson, and he truly believed in personal development. Anybody that's been in that other group, you know what I'm talking about. Guess what? PPL, right? He was one of their trainers. He actually said the lessons was about leverage. How many of us are really trying to understand leverage, growth, and geometric progression? And do you think if you really learned that, do you think you could really start to earn from that and speak differently with individuals about why we get involved in this business. Am I making sense? Did you see what I just said? Something that different. Watch this, Victoria. Something like geometric progression and not knowing what that really is could cost your decision that you make thousands of dollars, millions of dollars. How many of y'all would agree to that? See, some people don't want to hear this. They don't want to hear this stuff here. This is good stuff. They don't want to hear this. Just because you don't understand geometric compression or geometric progression, or watch this, there's a lot of things, compounded interest, the laws of 72. See, when you learn and really understand, I didn't say, who's heard of the law of 72? Who have heard of residual income? Who have heard of passive income? Who have heard of these type of financial intelligence? Guess what? The business owner does understand it, and that's why he thinks different than most of us. Am I making sense? Okay, here we go. I'm going to keep on going. About the fact that simple little actions you take today can look different when you see how they turn out tomorrow. Am I making sense to somebody? You follow what I'm saying? It will make the difference. So when he gave them the choice, watch this. When he gave them the choice, their decision of what they chose determined what they chose. Like most of us make a decision not to work this business full time, or not to work the travel side, or not to work. How many people have said, I don't sell? Be honest. I don't like to sell. How many? Give me a 1 if you say I don't like to sell. Everybody, give me a 1. Everybody, give me a 1. Everybody that can hear me, give me a 1 that says I do not like to sell. I do not like to sell. I do not like to sell. Give me a 1 if that's what I'm giving it some time to see who's listening and who's not. Give me a 1. See, I'm going to give away some money at the end of this class. This is why, watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this. See, I like people that's honest and truthful because that's the only way I can operate. Am I making sense? All of us said it. I don't like to sell. I don't like to sell. Why? Because a lot of us, watch this, don't say, a lot of us truly don't understand selling. Right? A lot of us we did not understand what selling was. Somewhere in our mindset, we had a judgment that we thought selling was. So now I'll beg to differ. You know what I'll say when I'm talking to people now? I'm going to say, where was the best trip you ever went? And when they start telling me their experience of that trip, are they not selling someone when they share that experience? Like whatever, what's your, like, watch this. Okay, Barbara, what's your favorite restaurant in the neighborhood? I'm coming to see you. What is your best restaurant that you enjoy the most? Is Barbara about to sell me something? Yes, no, maybe so. Right? How many people have actually seen somebody's hairdo and they was like, whoa, girl, your hair is nice. Where did you get that done? And do you think the person is about to actually sell them their hairdresser? Oh my God, the Lord just moved today. Oh, hallelujah. My pastor brought a word. Oh my goodness. When I tell you he brought a word. Oh, right? Now, watch this. The moment you say, what scripture did he preach from? Most people will not be able to tell you. Am I making sense? He moved today. What was his topic of discussion? But now watch this, ladies and gentlemen. How many people are able to sell and promote just based off of saying nothing but being very emotional about it? I'm trying to help you today. See, you got to see some things. It's like, oh, wow, ow. And then that person feels her energy. See, I felt your energy when you were sharing the information, and you wasn't sharing no information. You was just, oh, girl, let me tell you, oh my God, he stepped all over my toes today. He brought somewhere, he knocked me upside my head. What did he teach? What Bible? What was the scripture? What was the scripture reading? Girl, I don't know, but I tell you, it was good. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what sells the most? Experience, understanding. Am I making sense? Look at the churches are filled up today. Because of what? Emotions. The reality shows are filled up today. People are watching. Why? Because of emotions. Facebook is filled up with billions of people. Why? Because of the emotions. Am I helping somebody today? So, oh my God, you like to what? Oh my goodness, girl, oh my God, I cannot believe. What are you doing tonight? Did I say anything? I ain't say nothing. She said, all I did was share my emotions, right? Share my emotions. And after I shared my emotions, I then told you to do something. Or I took some of your time. Or I even took some of your money and sent it somewhere else. Is that how money is moved, ladies and gentlemen? How do I know this? Why? Because there was a restaurant that Lynn ate at, and she said, man, they sure got some good chicken wings. Did anybody ever get sold on that statement? Oh, they got some good shrimp over there. How many of us, right? We all have. Am I making sense? Watch this. About the tremendous potential of something as seemingly powerless as a water or insignificance. What's this? Anybody see that word right there? Anybody see it? How many people actually know what that means? See, a lot of us think we're stupid because we won't admit to certain things, right? I'm with you, Victoria. Thank you very much. I'm going to just look. I'll be stupid. I'll be dumb. Call me want. But at the end of the day, my income is increasing because I learned to stop thinking that I knew everything. See, I don't know everything. So here it is. It says powerless as a water, hyacinth, or insignificant as a penny. This word right here, insignificant. Am I making sense right now? Okay, Debbie. Hyacinth. What is that dealing with? What is that dealing with when you say powerless as a water hyacinth? So let me ask you a question. When people hear the Weather Channel and things like that, right? And they're talking about what is possible and what is happening, and they start explaining with the hurricanes. How many of us have actually studied a hurricane, or how many of us have ever been hit by some force of water and don't really understand the power of water? Lynn says it's a flower. But do you think it's something to look up? Well, see, nobody want to talk to me. Nobody want to talk back to me. But at the end of the day, it determines some people's choices whether they stay or whether they go. Yes or no? Am I making sense? So watch this. It says about patience and the understanding that little steps compounded. How many of us have heard of that word before, but actually don't know what compounded means? Okay. All right. I know there's going to be some people that's listening. Y'all ain't got to say nothing to me. Right? Compounded do make a difference. Right? But if people really understood it, you'll hear a person say, it has to be in my favor and not against me. So the creditors understand compounded interest. But what they'll do, because you don't understand it, they will use it against you to the point that they're using it against you and you're putting it in their favor. Am I making sense? No, y'all don't want to listen to what I'm saying. It's like you really don't understand. They don't. Do you ever see somebody show you the bottom line after you pay the 26% interest? Do they ever expose that price to you? No, they give you a lot of hype. They don't never give you the truth. Everything that you need to hear is in small writing. They give you thick journals, and none of us take out the time to learn any of that. And that is going to be whether you make the decision not to or to do. Oh my God, I know I'm talking good right now, right? But we making choices. We got in the business. We paid to get in the business. Absolutely. So now watch this, ladies and gentlemen. That the things you do every single day, the things that don't look dramatic, that don't even look like they matter, do matter. Did you hear what I just said? That they not only make a difference, they make all the difference. So, me sharing this opportunity with 3 people. Oh my God. And Monday, I'm gonna give y'all a sneak peek at what we have. Do you really understand? Now watch, how do I understand this? Because I know in just about everything you sell, there is always, watch this, it's always a thing of sharing your information at least 3 times with 3 people. Did you hear what I just said? Sharing your information with at least 3 times a day, right? Sharing it with 3 times. If you share it with 3 people a day, how many people did you share it with at the end of the week? Do the math. 5 days a week, 10 to 15 people. 2 to 3 people every day equals 10 to 15 people a week. Now watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Let me show you how you get tricked up. How many people say, okay, I'm 53 years old? That's what I said, right? I said, I'm 53 years old. But they never teach us to live in the moment or the day. Am I making sense right now? Because it'll have a whole different meaning to it. Yes, no, maybe so. So, anybody got a calculator? Take it out right now. I want you to take that number 53. How many days is in a year? Somebody tell me, how many days in a year? I want you to times that by 365 with your age. And tell me how many hours you've been on the face of this earth. Mine is 19,345 days I've been on this world, in this world. 19,345 days. Ladies and gentlemen, should I have a problem with $174? Do you see, when I look at my truth, it'll make me change some of the things that I'm doing. Am I making sense? That's 19,003. You've been here this long, Kemp, and your life, you're still having trouble with. You see how time just gets away from us, Vanessa? And it's like, damn, I've been here this long. You see how much time we've just given to somebody else. You see how much we have actually learned in this amount of time. And if God was to take you today and say, okay, what did you do with those 19 hours and 304? Well, I went and got some food. I went and did this. But your life, come on, somebody, is in the way that it is because of what? I want you to look at things somewhat differently, because here we are, it says little small things. And the reason why Tom is getting ahead of you, because guess what? You're not tracking any of your moments. Am I making sense? You see, my job is to help you see things a little bit different. These authors are helping me to see things different, which change how I do things. Oh, my goodness. See, you sleep 8 hours a day. I don't sleep 8 hours a day. You want to play in the streets with your friends and be on the phone and watch TV, and these are all the hours. But once I show you your truth, Now watch this. It says about having faith. How many of us say we have faith? How many of us say we have faith? Come on, let's talk about it. We spiritual. We got to be in church all day, every day, and Sunday included, 10 times on Saturday. Let's talk about it. About having faith in the process of the simple, positive things, actions repeated over time. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about this. Come on, somebody. About having what? Faith. No faith. Well, it's hard. How many of y'all got faith in your driving? Talk about it. How many of you got faith in your driving? Why do you have so much faith in your driving abilities now? Why do you have faith when you're driving and there's somebody on the other side coming towards you? You have faith that they're not going to hit you. You have faith that see, a lot of you are having, you just don't understand how your faith operates. But when your faith is in motion, you're going to notice you ain't even got to look. Guess what? That's faith that that car ain't going to come. That's faith that somebody ain't going to blow me up. That's faith that my business is going to grow. But you're not operating in faith when you operate in faith when you drive your car. Oh, maybe you don't really understand what faith is. But it says if I do the small things every day, just the small, oh my goodness. If I just do some small things, ladies and gentlemen, this don't take 8 hours. You don't see me working 6 or 10 hours. At the end of the day, I wake up, I can do an hour of work and do my business. And the things that we got coming on Monday, I can do it literally now in 15 seconds. I'm just saying. I'm trying to help you really understand. You have to learn how to operate in faith. You got to trust your man upstairs that is done. That's why I say, Lord, I thank you for your faith. I thank you for watching over me. I'm not asking him for it because he's already given it to me. You're going to understand that. But it says about operating in faith while you're doing your business. See, we operate in our emotions. What? Because he said no. Because of what he said. Because of what you heard somebody else say. And the things that you're looking at that you think is the problem, which is causing your sabotage of your business, is really not the problem. The moment the person didn't show up to your party, oh, you're emotional. The moment somebody says something wrong, oh, you're emotional. You must learn how to control your emotions. Do you think this is a good opportunity to learn how to do that? Do we believe in that? I say it to my son all the time. How many of you say it to your kids? You really need to learn how to control your emotions. My daughter went off the other day with her landlord. I mean, just acting a plumb fool because of some money. right? I'm like, oh my God, if you don't get connected to those emotions and start reacting and responding, guess what? A lot of us are in the wrong place for the what? All right, I'll leave it there. I ain't doing my business today. I don't feel like it. I ain't doing that because I don't want to. Am I helping somebody today? If not, I'll just end it right now. Am I helping anybody? Because it looks like we over an hour. It's 11:57. Okay. So it says, if you know when you trust the process. Oh, know when what? When you trust the process. How many of y'all trust the process? Do you really trust the process? Do you really trust the process? But before you can trust the process, we must know the process. So what is the process of learning? Anything. 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 Notice what I just said. What is the process of learning anything? You'll start off bad before you can learn to become good. Am I making sense? See, when you got in the car to learn how to drive, who had somebody teach them how to drive? Who had somebody teach them how to drive? Just put your hands down. Everybody put their hands up. 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 Guess what? Did they teach you how to drive, or did they show you where the gas pedal was, where the steering wheel was, where the ignition switch was? Did they teach you how to drive, or did they show you how to get in the car? Come on, somebody, help me out. See, did you teach them how to walk, or did you walk in front of them and they learn how to follow what you do? See, y'all think somebody taught you. You didn't. You know who taught you? You showed yourself. You taught yourself how to drive in the midst of driving. If I would have showed you the steering wheel, the ignition switch, and all of this stuff, like you're looking at me, Kemp, show me how to do the business. I can't show you how to do the business. I can support you all day. I can do this. Listen, okay, let's go here. So Sharon, who taught you how to write your name? Who taught you how to write your name, Vera? Who taught you how to write your name? Who taught you how to do your job? Come on, somebody. See, y'all getting it mixed up. Watch this. You thinking it was the teacher. No. The teacher gave you instructions. A teacher gives instructions. It wasn't until, watch this, the action took place. You can, oh man, God, dang nabbit. They can give me the damn going M16 when I was in the damn, in the military. Right? You can give it to me. But guess what? Until I take that M16 and start shooting it and feel it and know when it jumps and boggles and all of this stuff. See, I can't teach you how to write. I might be able to do this. I'll say, Sharon, this is what I'm going to do. How many of y'all remember this back in school? I'll take your letters and I'll put the dots. I'll put the dots in a S form. Are you following what I'm saying? But Sharon cannot learn how to write her name until she follows the dots. Follow the dots. Do you see what I'm saying? When you look at Kemp Satchel, Kemp is just laying out the dots for you. When you see me in this class every day, I'm just laying the dots out for you. When you see me on personal development, I'm just laying out the dots. Can't nobody teach you this business until you do. You want to be with me? You follow the dots that I'm laying out for you. I'm not laying out somebody. You have to, okay, all right, I'm going to help you out right now. All right, I'm going to show you this because I think this is really good right here. Let me show you something. Like, this is the world. This is the world. Right here. Let me show you something. Listen to this. This is foolishness. But how many of y'all believe when you know you believe, you believe?
All we would like to talk to you about an exciting opportunity. I just need 30 minutes of your time to explain it, but it has the potential to transform your life. I'm talking about multi-level marketing companies, or MLMs, companies like Mary Kay, Rodan & Fields, Nu Skin, Amway and Herbalife. They sell different products, but generally MLMs have two main things in common. First, you don't see them on store shelves, you buy them through distributors like friends, family and co-workers. And secondly, those distributors are always looking for more people to join them, and they have a pretty attractive message.
Why Herbalife? Because you get to be your own boss, earn extra money,
work from home, raise your own children.
You can name your own hours.
Make part-time or full-time money.
paying the bills.
Share this video with 10 people.
That you care about, that you love, that you adore, that you admire. 20 people, 30 people.
Come on, what are you waiting for?
100 people. Share with everybody. They want what we have. We got it.
Distributors.
How many of you relate to that? How many of us can relate to that, right? And how many of us, when we see that, we don't want to do that? How many of us see that, and when we see that, we don't want to do that, right? But how many of us are actually doing that? How many of us are actually doing it? Sharing information. Like when you got your, wherever you got your house from, wherever you got your car from, how many of us are actually doing it? Now, if you watch this again, I want you to watch this again. Watch.
Has the potential to transform your life. I'm talking about multi-level marketing companies, or MLMs, companies like Mary Kay, Rodan & Fields, Nu Skin, Amway and Herbalife.
Let me ask you a question. Is he doing that right now with thousands of people? You follow what I'm saying? See, what you see, you really don't see, because they want you to see what they want you to see. Am I making sense? Is he not doing exactly multi-level marketing at its best through a network right on television? But what does he have that you don't have? He has access to the network of other people. He has access to your family right now. Somebody in your family probably watched that because he's pretty famous. See, what you want to see, or what you should see, most people won't see it. Am I making sense? Now watch
They
this.
sell different products, but generally MLMs have two main things in common. First, you don't see them on store shelves. You buy them through distributors like friends, family and co-workers. And secondly, those distributors are always looking for more people to join them.
Is that not how most of us get our products and services? You know what I'm saying? Is that how not most of us get our products and services? Through friends, through distributors. What is distributors? Is Walmart a distributor? Is your hair company a distributor? Like, are they distributors? Are they distributors? Are they distributors? Yes, they are. And now we're on Facebook and Instagram and all of this stuff. And now guess what? Our friends and family. But for some reason, we're very uncomfortable with it. Are we not? Even though we're doing it. So what is really being attacked here, ladies and gentlemen? Your mind or your actions? Okay, let's look at it some more.
And they have a pretty attractive message.
Why Herbalife? Because you get to be your own boss, earn extra money,
Work from home, raise your own children.
You can name your own hours.
Make part-time or full-time money.
paying the bills.
Share this video with 10 people.
That you care about, that you...
Now, before we even go there, how many of you would love to have this business take care of that for you? Based off of the information, he said pretty attractive information. Most of us out here would love those results. Yes, I would love my business, my home business, to take care of my bills. I would love to be able to spend more time with my children. I would love to be able to live in the house of my dreams. I would love to that this business will work. Now, let me ask you a question, ladies and gentlemen. Is it working? Is it working for someone? Yes, absolutely. It's working for somebody. So at the end of the day, I love it. And a lot of people, now watch this. The guy that's actually doing the presentation is actually doing what all of us are doing. He just happens to be in front of somebody else's network, and then they allow those people to start contaminating our minds. Am I making sense? Yes or no? See, he showed you the right message, but now you're going to hear the subliminal message. Are you with me? Pay attention.
That you love, that you adore, that you admire. 20 people, 30 people. Come on, what are you waiting for? 100 people. Share with everybody. They want what we have. We got it.
Okay, hold on. I'm supposed to share that with 10 people I love, adore, and admire. That's a tough ask. Let's see. There are the judges on this season of Project Runway. That's 3. There's Tim Gunn. That's obviously 4. If you count Tim Gunn twice, that's 5. But I'm still 5 short, and I am out now. And before you brush this industry off, you should know, collectively, it did around $36 billion in retail sales last year in the US. You probably know someone who is considering joining an MLM, or who already has and is posting about it 10 times a day on Facebook or Instagram. And if you do know someone like that, or have considered signing up yourself, this story is important. Because let me explain how the system is supposed to work. Generally, distributors have 2 main ways to make money. Sell the product itself, whether it's makeup, vitamins, or health shakes, and earn money on those sales. And this is key, recruit other people into the company and get money based on their sales and the sales of people they recruit in turn. Just look at Vima. A few years ago, a hidden camera caught a then distributor for that company walking a prospective recruit through just how easy it can be.
Now, based off of what you just saw, is that not how those distributors operate? Is that not how distributors operate? And I'm not talking about people that's in MLM. I'm talking about your regular stores. I'm talking about Macy's. Do they not depend on you to go out there and advertise for them? Do they not depend on those people that advertise to go out and advertise for them? Am I making sense? Like, I want y'all to really see this, but then the way he's actually sharing it with the world, when the world is in a total funk right now, can't get what they want, but you are on national TV sharing it to the point that those people that's in that audience is being scarred. Am I making sense? Yes, no, maybe so. You follow what I'm saying? It's hurting people that's in the industry, because people that's in the industry, it starts to what? It's all of the negative stuff that they allow to go out into the network of the world. But when you take stuff like this, do you think that platform would be an excellent way to help people save their lives? Hello, I'm just asking a question. Okay? So, I have another video I want to share with you. Do anybody know Eric Worre? Anybody know him? Has he gone on to be successful in this industry? Absolutely. Do I trust him? Sure. Why? Because he's speaking from his heart. And what is Eric Worre's goal, ladies and gentlemen? What is his absolute goal? To make this a place of professionalism. Treat it like a business and it will pay you. But what has to be gotten first is the wisdom. Am I making sense? Now, how many of us actually study the people who have already gone before us? Just like, do you think poverty is studied? Do you think we actually study poverty? I'll wait. So you living around poverty, you don't think you're studying it? you're not being intentional, but you're actually studying it because you're around it every single day, and it continues to do what? Teach you, teach you, teach you. How did you learn how to talk, ladies and gentlemen? Why? You studied it, not you were indirect. Some of us decided to go to school and learn Spanish, but you automatically learned what? How to speak English if you're English. If you're around a bunch of Spanish people, you're going to learn how to speak Spanish. If you're in New York, you're going to say New York. If you're in New Jersey, you're going to say New Jersey. You follow what I'm saying? These are studied behaviors that you're studying, and you're not even paying attention to what's really being studied. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have so much more that I could actually go on, but I know I am over time. And I hope I said something today to make you think. That's my job. I've done my work. Okay. Now it is time for me to go back to work and do some things. But my key is to help us understand things differently. And I promise you, if we understand things differently, we will see things differently. Am I making sense? Now, let me share something with you. You're going to get this on Monday, because I know many of y'all saying, well, what is it that he's going to, what is he going to show us, man? What is he going to show us? Okay, let me do it like this. Can everybody see my screen? All right, let's go. Let me see if I can do this so you can see it on a big side. I don't want to do that. All right, let's see if y'all can see this. And y'all just type and tell me if you can see this. Ooh, nope. Okay. Y'all cannot see that. It say pull it back. Can you see this? This thing right here. This logo right here. Anybody see that? Not the deductor, the one next to it. That one right there. Y'all see what it say? It say Travaris. Y'all see that? That is our new app, ladies and gentlemen. It is out. I've been working with this for a whole week. Now, when I tell you, I want to share some stuff with you. Make sure you are on the call on Monday. It is official. We've been beta testing it and all of this stuff. But let me show you how this looks. Do y'all see this? All of these are videos. Y'all see this? All of these are images. You see that image right there? So say I wanted to just invite somebody to a event, get started success. Now watch this app. It is connected. See, if you look at on the bottom of this, ladies and gentlemen, it says share. It's connected with every last contact in my phone. Literally. When you see this, every contact in my phone. Every contact. No, you can't get it now. Every contact in my phone. All I have to do is push on the contact's name like that. And if you notice, everything comes up. I can put them on a campaign. I can send them a message. I can copy a link. I can put it in. Oh, look at this. See this right here? All of your social medias, you can now share with all of the people that's actually in your emails. when you're sharing it, depending on how you're sharing it, I could share it on YouTube, anything. And literally, at the end of the day, once you share it, it only takes 2 seconds and that person is connected to you. Every time they open it, now let me share something. Let me just share something with somebody who's on here right now that don't mind having their phone. Okay, I'm gonna share it with Cheryl right now. I can't. This guy, no. Don't put your numbers on it. That's it. That's it. I got Cheryl's number. So I'm gonna share this with Cheryl right now. Right. So let me share. Let me show you how this works. I'm gonna make this really simple. I just go to Cheryl's name and find her. Like it gives you a magnifying glass at the top that I can just hit Cheryl. Or I could just start with everybody that's in my phone from A to Z, right? But I'm going to go to Cheryl's number because just for this demonstration, and we're doing trainings on this. In fact, I'm getting ready to do a recorded training on it. I'm going to hit Cheryl's name. I'm going to share something with her right now. Are y'all with me? And once I share it with her, I don't know if I can share this with Cheryl because Cheryl like to give everybody my stuff and tell everybody in the world. She talks too much. No, I'm just saying. Right? But I will share with her that there's a webinar on tonight. Are you with me? Once I actually share it with her, watch this. That's the number. Okay. And I'm going to share with her. Now, I want y'all to watch my phone. I just shared this with Cheryl. I want y'all to see what actually happens when Cheryl gets it. Can everybody see my phone? I just shared it with Cheryl. Cheryl, let me know when you get it. She got an Android too. I don't even know if I should have shared it with an Android user because they phones might be a little whack. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, you got to have an iPhone. No, you don't have to have an iPhone. It does work on Android. I'll get ready to mess with it. Cheryl, did you get the message yet? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about right there. Cheryl, you should have been got the daggone message. Are you on the phone that you're actually getting the message on, Cheryl? Or are you on your computer? Are you on your phone? No, you're not? And you didn't get it? Oh, God, my arm is going to go crazy in a minute. Okay, I'm getting ready to do this to somebody else. Because Cheryl's phone just ain't working. All right, no problem, Cheryl. I'm going to send it to somebody else. Cheryl, let me see. Did I send it to the... Let me make sure I sent it to the right number. Because I might have sent it to your house number. There's no reason you shouldn't have got it. Okay, if you're not in my phone, you got to be in my contacts to send it to you. Okay, Miss Sweeney, I'm going to send it to you. You notice it says successfully sent when you send it. Oh, you got it, Cheryl. Why didn't I get a message when you got it? She finally got it. You got it? See how fast Tina got it? Did y'all see how fast Tina got it? Now watch this, ladies and gentlemen. The beautiful thing about when Tina gets it, guess what? I don't know if I got my notifications up. Yes. See that message that just came up, ladies and gentlemen? TG Experience contact visited. When she gets the message, you actually automatically get a notification letting me know she just got my message. If she goes into the video, you'll know that that person went to the video. If they get anything, it has a link to the site, my site, everything. It's just fantastic. So I'm just letting you know what's happening on Monday. Thank you for coming to class. Hopefully, see those that left, they missed out on something. This thing is sick. And let me show you something, ladies and gentlemen. It syncs up to all of your contacts in literally seconds. When I say seconds, seconds. You see how fast they got those messages? So how many people can I send that to in my phone every single day? How many people can I send? It hooks up with all of your contacts in your messenger. And how many of you have how many of you actually have business cards? How many of you actually have business cards? Okay, that you collected. Well, I just downloaded another app to my phone. It is called Scan Biz Cards. I don't know. I think they have it for Android. I know that I have it. But it's called Scan Biz Cards, where now I can literally, I should just show y'all how this works. See that picture right there on my phone? When I take a picture of the business card. So if I'm meeting with somebody, let me show this. Let me show it to you so you get excited. Now you can go get this one. They have a free one and they actually have one that costs 99 cents. Ladies and gentlemen, is it worth 99 cents for the business card thing? Absolutely. Now watch this. Is that a tax write-off? See, this is why I constantly say the people who are having success are the people that you should be actually hanging out with on a daily basis, like your sponsor. If your sponsor is truly involved in the business, should you not be talking to that person on a daily basis? Yes, no, maybe so. I'm asking you some questions. Because at the end of the day, then you'll know how the dots are going. But now I don't got time to call them and everything else like that. But see, that's all right, because guess what? I'm going to just continue to have success. So you see that business card right there? Everybody see that? Now watch this. I'm going to take my phone and I'm going to push it, and it says, I'm going to just push the button right here, right? And it says, take a picture of the business card. So now I'm going to go ahead, take a picture of the business card. Boom. See how I took a picture of that business card just now? Notice see that business card? Notice how it put it in all of my contact. It put all their information, their name, right? And then if you scroll down, you'll see it put their phone numbers and everything right in the place that it was supposed to go. And at the end of the day, it gives me their address and everything right where it was supposed to go. And at the end of the day, I can save it. And now it is in my contacts. How many contacts do you have sitting on the table? Right. I'm just saying, how many businesses do you go to every day that now if I walk up on Sharon and I say, Sharon, you know what? you look like somebody I really would love to work with, and you have great customer service skills. Let me ask you a question. Would you consider working in the travel industry? And she says, yeah, what do I have to do? I say, give me your number. I'm going to send you something right now. Notice what I said. I didn't ask her. I said, give me your number. I'm going to send you something right now. Can I send her an app right now? Can I send her a video right now? And can I have that contact in my phone right now? Because she's going to be added to your list. And I can promise you your list is going to build your business. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I have really enjoyed you all today. Thank you so much for hanging out with Mr. Motivator on your Saturday morning when I know you could have been doing something else totally different. God bless you. Take care of yourself. Take control over your life, because if you don't, somebody else will, and I promise you, you will not be happy. Take care.